Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, great friends, my great family. I hope you're doing great. Are you? For me, I'm doing fine here, and it's another day. And on this day, I come back with a new video, and let us discuss this. You are there and you are really panicking regarding your interview, your DV lottery interview. So I've come here so that we can talk with you, we can have a chat and see how you can go through your interview successfully. The DV lottery interview, or the famous green card lottery interview. It's a process that we should not panic about, because the DV lottery interview is basically the simplest of all interviews. You cannot compare it to the job interview that you once went through. This is completely different. And I want to discuss with you the ways in which you can really make your process very simple, your interview become very simple. But before doing so, please remember to subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you are returning, please make sure to like the video and also spread the information out. Let's dive through the question of how to be successful during the green card lottery interview. The first thing that you should know is that the benchmark of you succeeding through this interview process is for you to be always true with what you are feeling in and what you are saying. Number two, to always speak the truth and only the truth alone. If you speak the truth and only the truth, there's no way you can mess up with this interview. Provide true information regarding your background and everything that they require. The second thing that you should know is that you make sure you have gone through all the instructions pertaining the green card interview that you'll find in the State Department's website. Visit the State Department's website and read all the instructions regarding the interview and carefully stick to them, carefully follow them, and do exactly as they require you to. That is another very important thing that will make you successful during this interview process. The other thing, go through all the documents that you are required to have during the interview, and you'll find this document in the same place, the State Department's website. They will clearly outline each and every document that you will be required to present during the interview. Provide all the supporting documents to whatever you filled in the DS-260. The first thing that the embassy will try to look for, or the first thing that they will try and assess, will be your qualifications. They will try to assess if you have the relevant documents to prove your academic qualification, or if you applied using the work experience, they will go through the work experience documents to see if you have enough proof. And then if you do have the right qualification, there's no need to panic. You will successfully go through the process. And please note that there are no specific or written down questions that the consular officer will ask you. There are no pre-written questions. He or she will ask you random questions regarding your DS-260 and your application. So there are no specifically written questions that he or she will ask you. But all the questions will revolve around your application and your DS-260, and how you're going to sustain yourself the very, very first days in the United States. Those are the questions that are likely to be asked. They will be assessing that area. I've just lifted the window curtain because it was becoming so dark in here. But let's proceed. Therefore, prepare yourself with the correct rationale and a workable plan to explain to the consular how you're planning to get yourself started while you land in the United States. Do you have some finances to support you as you're taking off? Do you have an evidence to prove that you have someone who is willing to sponsor you to take care of your needs as you're starting off your life in the United States? So have a clear plan to show the consular how you're going to sustain yourself within the very first days of settling down in the United States. And by this, they may require a financial document to prove your financial status at the present, that it will be able to stand for you as you're starting your life there. Alternatively, you may present, if they ask you, the affidavit of support from I-134 to prove that you have a relevant sponsor who is willing to take care of your everything as you are settling down in the United States. And if you are able to prove this, then there's no point of being denied the visa. Another famous question that I've seen many testifying of being asked is regarding, what are you intending to do in the United States? What are you intending to become? What is your vision when you land in the United States? So this is a very famous question, though it's not always asked. So prepare yourself. Have a good plan. For example, you can just say you are going there to study as well as to work, or such an example. So have a defined way of explaining your reason, your purpose of going to the United States, and let it be positive, because if it's negative, then you may end up being denied the visa. So generally, the interview is not so long. It takes very short time, at maximum around 5 minutes. Very short interview and very direct interview. And if you're honest and true, you cannot fumble around with what to answer, but you'll answer things correctly, and you'll always be given your visa. There's nothing more. So have confidence and just prepare yourself rightly. And I hope this information has been great to you. Please, if you find it that way, please share with your friends, like the video, and subscribe if you're new. And let's meet in the next video.